everyone! It's me again, Rosa. And today I'm gonna tell you about my schoolmates. So sit back and grab some popcorn. Something's gonna happen. My schoolmates are so different that I don't know how to tell you about them in the comparison with anything or anyone. I think I know. In the comparison with food. I love to eat, and you definitely notice that fact. So my class is a soup like a hodgepodge. You just take all the ingredients, my schoolmates, put it into the pan, the ingredients, and just mix it. It takes a very long time to tell about everyone. Therefore, I will tell you about only some of them, particularly those that are in any class. You could say that today I will describe the most common types of students in the most of schools. First on the list is a straight-A student. Teachers always represent her as a role model, but straight-A's also differ from each other. For example, here's the situation. Andrea, please give me the answers. Here, just be careful. This is the good straight-A's. And here is another situation. Oh, seems like I forgot to make notes. Olivia, could you please show me yours? Actually, everyone should have their own notes, and you need to write it with your own thoughts, because this is the essence of education. Blah, 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 blah. There she is. The annoying straight-A's. She always have to hold up her hand first. She has all her homework done for the week ahead, and she always annoys everyone. So annoying. The only person she doesn't annoy is Peter. You know why? Because Peter is the weirdest person in our class. Perhaps you also have such a silent student. But Peter is so odd that there are too many rumors around him. They say that he lives in a big dark castle and that he has a handheld bat. So anyway, this is the silent dude. And I think he's lucky with the desk neighbor, because the sleepyhead sits next to him. And it's not her name, it's her feature. She always likes to sleep. I think there are such people in every class who fall asleep as soon as they get a chance. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Be quiet. The sleepyhead immediately falls asleep. But another type won't let her sleep. The beggar. Well, not exactly a beggar. In a good way. If this word has a good meaning at all. So anyway, this is the beggar. He never carries pen and pencil, always asks for a sheet of paper for the test. And if you eat something, he will definitely ask you to share it. Oh, exactly, the food. There are some students who are always hungry. In other words, the hamsters. At each lesson they sit and eat something there. Always. Seeds, chocolate, buns, everything. And yes, that's me. And I would not share and eat everything myself, but I can't. And so everything that I eat, everyone who are in time eats too. Hey, it's actually my hand. And I'm not just saying that, because every class has the Mr. Late. He's always late for lessons, and no one knows why. And by the way, he came up with a life hack. How to go to classes so that no one doesn't think you're late. Here it is for your information. Go to the classroom door and look through the keyhole where the teacher is and what she's doing. And if she's very busy, then quietly open the door and go backwards. And the moment the teacher sees you, you take a step forward. She will scold you for going out. You will ask for an apology and just sit at your desk. Bingo! So, what other characters are among schoolmates yet? Oh yeah, the artists. The first type is the drummer. A student who always drumming with something on the table. Drum yourself on the head, okay? If you ask him not to do this, he will stop. But if you look down, you'll see now he hits the rhythm with his foot. Like the drum pedal is missing there. And the second type of artists, it's of course the painters. They always have to draw something. The only thing they can draw usefully is a smile on their face. And sometimes it's pretty harmful for the desks. And the last character is the bully. Well, what should I tell about him? There is one in each class. He always interferes with everyone, gets to everyone, but for some reason, it seems like it will be boring without him. Well, I think that's all. And if I forgot something, write in the comments. Thank you all. Love, Rose. Anneyoung, everyone! It's me again, Rose. Today I'll tell you about all my pranks at school. Okay, not about all of them, only about some of them. If I start talking about everything, the story will last at least 2 or 3 days. Externally, I'm kind of a quiet person, but deep down, I'm a real little imp. But that's only if you make me angry. It's hard to freak me out, but if you did it, I suggest you to buy a ticket to another continent as soon as possible. And no, you don't have to fly away, because I can find you anywhere. You'd better buy a ticket for me as an apology. What I do in a fit of anger could be justified in some cases. The defendant will please rise. According to Article 4, Section 8 of the Home Punishment for Pranks at School Act, you are sentenced to 5 days of phone deprivation. What do you have to say for yourself? Your Honor, my mother. I had good excuses. She started it. Why did she buy a t-shirt like mine and wear it? What? Are you serious? How could she? Your sentence is cancelled. And she was wearing exactly the same t-shirt? That girl has absolutely no shame. My mother wanted to scold me for pouring juice on a girl from my class. She came in the same t-shirt as me and said that mine is a fake, and actually she bought it a long time ago, and I am a copycat. Despite the fact that we recently faced at the store where both of us bought those t-shirts. But she came later, when I already had this t-shirt in my hands, and she also wanted one. I took it first, and I'm not a copycat. It's only out of anger that I'm so harmful and do bad things. But sometimes something wakes up inside of me and tells me, it's kind of boring, isn't it? Like, maybe it's time to commit some mischief, I think having some fun is just what you need right now. I don't know why it has such a voice, but I listen to it, and then I start to rub my hands insidiously just like flies, By the way, have you noticed the flies as soon as they sit down somewhere, for some reason rub their legs? I even once imagined this section with music and with the words that the fly says. Well, pathetic humans, here I am, the Lord of the Air. I'm going to make your quiet life a living hell. You will suffer and beg for mercy, but no, there will be no mercy. So, who can resist me now? I am the king of the beasts, And this time, I came up with a cool idea. Well, I thought it was cool. The building of our school has just been renovated, and so far, same things were not fixed, bolted, and were in wrong places. Also available was a fire extinguisher. And I remember that in the movies, a beautiful foam came out of the fire extinguisher, and I was extremely interested to see the same foam live. The teacher wasn't there yet, and a half of the class was in the hallway. I quietly came up to the fire extinguisher. I couldn't lift it, but still I directed the trunk into the air, and with the words, I am inevitable, pulled the lever, and nothing happened. I shook it a little, and nothing. But as soon as I decided to let go of the trunk, the powder came out of the fire extinguisher in a powerful airflow. I got scared and let go of it, and it fell down the lever, and the lever jumped. It looked like a fire extinguisher dancing a breakdance in a nightclub. And what comes out of it is like that heavy smoke. But in fact, the whole class was in powder. Everything was completely white. Those guys who were in the class at the moment were also unlucky. The strange powder was on their hair and clothes everywhere. All of them ran out of the classroom scolding me. An hour later, the principal, my mother, me, and Andrea was sitting in the principal's office. My dear friend stood up for me and said that we accidentally dropped it when we were playing catch-up. The principal could not scold very much because the repair work was not completed, and this was the fault of the school. We were not kicked out of school, but still scolded and assigned off duty for months. And I probably would have been kicked out without Andrea. By the way, when we came out of the office, the principal asked,
The fire extinguisher must have a linchpin so that it does not accidentally start working. After you pull the linchpin, you can spray the powder, but they didn't find it in the class. Did you see it by chance?
We said, no, but I got scared because I exactly remember that I pulled the linchpin. But as soon as we left the office, Andrea took it out of her pocket and said, don't lose it anymore. Now let's go clean up the classroom. Well, that's all for today. Write in the comments your interesting stories. And also don't forget to like this video and share it. Bye guys! Love, Rosa!